The artist Marc Rees chose 12 objects from the Carmarthen County Museum to represent the 12 themes of the theatre project Tir Sir Gâr. This is the story of one of those objects. This is a branding iron, the object which represents the theme flesh and blood. The branding of animals, mostly of sheep and cows, was an essential way for farmers to prove ownership of livestock. There were two main methods of marking sheep used in Wales: a marking of the sheep's ears, and secondly, the branding or cutting of their wool. This would be done using a long branding iron, such as this, dipped in liquid pitch, rather than the well-known method of heating the iron and burning a mark onto the animal. The iron would usually consist of either the initials of the owner or a unique number which would identify the farm. Some farmers would choose to cut their sheep's wool in a particular identifiable way, but this was, of course, a method which could easily be altered or manipulated by thieves. According to curators at Carmarthen Museum, at times when ownership of a particular animal or animals was disputed, the claimants would have to go to the sheep court where a judge would decide the outcome. Although very little is known about the true origin of this particular branding iron, the markings on it raise many questions. The letters E and R would immediately suggest the royal cipher of Elizabeth Regina, especially when surmounted by the crown seen above. However, the lack of the usual figure of 2 in the centre would imply that this is not the case, or that Elizabeth II is not the subject of this iron. Strangely enough, there was in fact a gentleman who was noted for the use of a branding iron marked ER. His name was Ebenezer Russell and emigrated from Scotland to Australia in 1840 along with his wife and 6 children. He became a prominent dairy farmer and pioneer in the area of Tongara, and the local museum there holds 3 of his branding irons as artifacts. By today, much livestock is electronically tagged, and the rules for animal identification and movement aim to improve traceability, animal welfare, and minimise the possibility of spreading disease.